Good evening, and thanks for listening to Bite Size Book Reviews. This book is called Murder with All the Trimmings by Elaine Viets, and it's part of the Josie Marcus Mystery Shopper series. That was actually the first book that I'm reading in this set. The main character is a woman called Josie. She's the single mother of a 9-year-old daughter called Amelia, and she's also a mystery shopper. So basically her job is that she gets hired by different companies to investigate different stores and to go in pretending to be a customer and to perform certain tasks. So for instance, she might have to visit a particular restaurant and make sure to order a certain dish, or she might have to go to a store and buy a specific item and then return it at a specific place. Like, she's testing out different services and making sure that stores are performing up to standard or code and things like that. So this book was listed as a mystery, but I thought it read kind of less like a mystery and more like a series of unfortunate events. So just an example of some of the things going on in this book. First off, Josie is trying to maintain a relationship with a plumber that she's been seeing called Mike. And on the surface, he seems like the perfect man for her, except that there's a major flaw in that he has a really unpleasant ex and an equally unpleasant daughter who both despise Josie. And this is a really big bump in the road for her plans to marry Mike, since marrying him would also make her the stepmother of his daughter. To boot, both like her daughter and Mike's daughter really don't get along. Then there's Josie's own ex, who turns up unexpectedly at her door. Like, she almost didn't even recognize him, and this causes like a huge amount of friction between Josie and her daughter. Lastly, Doreen, so that's Mike's ex, has opened a new Christmas store. This particular town now has 3 Christmas stores, all located in the same plaza, and Doreen's store has become the source of a great deal of controversy because she sells a lot of really like obscene Christmas ornaments, and this is really offensive for a lot of people, including, well, like, Josie doesn't really like it any better, but to make things more difficult for her, she gets hired as a mystery shopper for that store. And this is just an example, I guess, of some of the things going on that cause a great deal of stress in Josie's life. On the whole, I think I mostly found the story really hectic. Like, her life was really chaotic, and it often felt like it was, like thing after thing happening to her. There wasn't really, as far as mysteries goes, there wasn't really a whole lot of investigating involved. Like I said, it felt more like the story was happening to her as opposed to being driven by her decisions, I guess. And I think I often found her a little frustrating. So she begins the book by saying that she promised herself she would never lie to her daughter, but then she spends the entire book telling lie after lie to her daughter. That is the root of a great deal of their conflict in this book. I will probably try another book in the series just to see if they're all like this, but I think I found it more hectic than I would have liked, especially for a Christmas story.